lying only buys you so much time. You could hurt, but hurting's never gonna make it fine. You could shake, but try and shake it off all you can. You might fake, it's never gonna make you understand. I don't care what you do, but here's a tip from me to you. Look your failures in the eye, only way to say goodbye. Once you lift them from your heart, you could have a brand new start, it's true. This is real, as much as anything you'll ever feel. Not that safe.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to Yorkshire Motorhome's YouTube channel.
It's been a long time. I think people have forgotten who we are.
Yes, we're still alive and well. Yeah, we've had a bit of a rough start to the year, so we've decided to take some time out and not do any filming. Just wasn't in the mood for it, you know. My mum was really poorly and unfortunately passed away in March, but she lived to a grand old age of 96, so she had a good life.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. So we've done a couple of things in the motorhome since then. I think we've been to Norfolk on one trip.
Went to Norfolk and
Peterborough show.
And then we've just been on a rally down to Suffolk.
Yes, the
Clopton,
Posh Cats rally at Clopton, right in the heart of Suffolk.
It was great to see friends old and meet new friends, made some new friends too. It was a friendly group. Quite a few YouTubers and motorhome friends of ours were there.
We had a lot of fun, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
A lot of laughs.
Over the three nights we were there, weren't we?
We were. Yeah.
So we drove down yesterday to Folkestone and stayed in a pub stop.
The Valiant Sailor.
The Valiant Sailor, which is just up on the hill overlooking the town of Folkestone.
There were about 6 vans there last night, including us, weren't there?
There were, yeah, quite busy. So we had a spot of lunch there.
We had
when
Sunday
we arrived.
dinner, didn't we, which was lovely. I couldn't eat all mine.
We were pretty tired, so we had an afternoon nap and then struggled to sleep during the night, but we did.
On and off, didn't we?
Yeah. So we've been down to Abbey Wells veterinary surgery down in Folkestone and got us
animal health certificate.
So we picked that up this morning at 10 o'clock. You can only go at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I got there about 4 minutes early and they wouldn't let me in.
Yeah, so it's 10 o'clock onwards.
So be warned if you're getting one from there.
Yeah.
The good thing about Abbey-Well is it's £99 the first time you get your animal health certificate from them, but if you use them per pet, but if you use them subsequent times, it's only £65, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got to be going from Folkestone.
Yeah. This is the third time we've used them, and we just find it convenient. It's more expensive to use a local vet.
Your local vet,
back
isn't
home.
it?
Yeah.
And it's very swish.
Yeah.
When you go in and out in less than 5 minutes, basically, they scan the chip in your pet's neck, you sign the papers, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Similarly, when you get to the to whether it's the ferry port or the tunnel, go to pet check-in. Again, they scan the chip to make sure.
We've covered this on previous videos, going into pet check-in.
Yeah, I was just mentioning it because we had quite a few new people join the group, haven't we?
Yeah. So we've gone through passport control.
We're in our queue.
We've had the gas checked. We've gone through security.
Passport control.
I have put the Angles Morts stickers on. 2 at the front, 1 on each door, and 1 at the back. And also we've got a Critter sticker which is down. A nice little tip I got from Martin of Helen and Martin's Treks is it's tempting to put your stickers on the left hand side of the motorhome, which you would normally do in the UK, because we drive on the left, but in France they drive on the right, and if they want to inspect your Critter sticker, obviously they're going to do it from the right. So I've placed mine in the bottom right hand corner of the windscreen on the right hand side.
Good
So
little bit of advice,
the inspector man can have a look and be comfortable and not having to put his life at risk by going onto his offside to inspect it. Yep, so we're just waiting in the queue now, and then this is a kind of flying visit to France.
We're only here 8 nights.
When I say flying, we just planned it. Decided to go at the last minute.
Last minute
Yeah, more or less
trip rather than a flying visit.
Yeah.
We're going to be there 8 nights.
8 nights, yeah. So
nothing booked, so we're just winging it. So
yeah.
we could end up anywhere.
Yeah, so I think basically what we're going to do is we're going to head towards Rouen in Normandy. That's going to be our furthest point.
And then slowly
And we're just going to use the local airs and facilities. This is like a prelude to our big trip in August, which we'll tell you more about nearer the time. So on that one we're planning to stay on airs as much as we can, the occasional campsite, but on this one it's just going to be airs, just to get a feel of it, see how we cope with using airs night after night, and without any electric hookup, and we'll take you along and you come along and see how we get on. So
we'll show you the good, the bad,
and the ugly.
and the ugly.
Yeah. So, like I say, we'll see you at the other side of the channel when we'll be heading down to Rouen in Normandy. Catch up with you soon. Right, so we've arrived at our first air in France. We're at a small seaside town called Fecamp, Fecamp. It's in Normandy. It's taken us about 3 hours to drive down from Calais. So I'll take you and have a little quick look around. It does have facilities. It's got fresh water. You can drop your grey waste and your black waste as well, but you need a jet on. You get your jet on from the tourist office just across the road there. You just spin round, you can just see there part of the harbour and part of the town there, and then the motorhome area is just down here to the right. So I'll give you a quick look round. You can see some of the churches up there. I guess that's the town over there. The railway station is just across from where we're parked. And I think there's room for 60 motorhomes on here. It's quite full now, but there is some spaces. It's let's see, it's 5:30 in the afternoon. We arrived just about half an hour ago. So as you come in to the air, turn right here, and you've got some barriers. Now I've read on the reviews that the barriers seem to be permanently up. We tried to obtain a ticket from this machine here, but that is broken. Just have a look again. Let's see, there it says pay at the end of the stay. Apparel N. The surface is reasonably level. It's a mixture of concrete, tarmac and potholes, and we're just parked behind these green sheds here, just overlooking the church up there. Got to admit, some of these airs look far better on the photographs than what they do in real life, but it feels safe. Right, we're going to go for a little walk. We've had a bit of tea, haven't we?
Yeah,
So we're just going to have a walk down by the harbour. Harbour. Just turn the camera around. There's a motorhome service point there. Fresh, grey and black waste there. And we've got some WCs here as well.
That's good, yeah.
So let's see what do you have to do with these?
You just open the door.
You just open the door. Hopefully there's nobody in. Yeah, a little bit grubby, but if you're desperate. Oh gosh, it stinks a bit. It knocks you out, does that? Yeah, it's a place I've never been to before. Fecamp.
The air. There's only a British couple parked up there. The rest are all French.
Yeah.
Everybody is French, and I think the air holds 60 vehicles, doesn't it?
60 units, yeah.
But there are a few parked up.
Yeah.
Across the road, like I said. Oh, the crank is there.
Probably just a spillover. Right, we reached the end of the promenade and the casino there. A little campsite there up on the hill. Spinning around, we've got some more bars, restaurants, and I think we'll call them have a little drink in there. It looks nice.
Liquid refreshment as a reward for walking all this way.
Yeah. Right, so now we've found ourselves up at the Benedictine Palais, or Palais Benedictine.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a 19th century neo-Gothic distillery, and it was built by the man who invented Benedictine, which is a liqueur, isn't it?
Very strong liqueur, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously it's closed now because we're into the evening, and you can have guided tours.
I mean, it looks a pretty impressive building.
Yeah, it's open most times, except the 1st of May, Christmas and another day, I can't remember, but most of the time it's open. They suggest you allow 2 hours for the tour.
Yeah.
And you get samples, and I guess you're expected to take some of the Benedictine home with you on your onward journey.
My dad used to love it. I can remember trying it as a teenager. It was nasty business.
Not good stuff.
No.
I've no idea what it is, but it certainly is.
It was made by Benedictine monks. Originally,
yeah. If I just tilt the camera up there, you can just see how nice and beautiful building it is.
It is.
Yeah.
Plus this building facing us also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll spin it round there, look. Down that street there, similar sort of street, a very pretty street. And then there's a nice building behind us there. So Trace, that's our whistle-stop tour of Fecamp.
Yeah.
On the Normandy coast. So what's your impressions?
We've had a nice afternoon and evening here. We've had a wander round.
There's some lovely bars and restaurants.
Some nice bars and restaurants on the promenade. It's a pebble beach. I wouldn't go out of my way to come here, but if you happen to be close by, it's
If you
worth
pass
a
it,
few hours.
it's
If you're passing by, it's worth spending a few hours here.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't go out of my way to come here.
No.
Would be my opinion.
Yeah.
That isn't to say that it would be everybody else's.
No.
Obviously.
No, it's it's a nice enough place,
Yeah,
but
it's very quiet. It's not
at the
quite in
moment, yeah,
season, is
yeah.
it yet? So
yeah,
we're going to head back to the air. Again, the air that we're staying on, pleasant enough for a night, but I don't think you'd want to stay more than that.
yeah. And just there, look, there's one of the vats.
Yeah, one of these stills from making
Yeah,
the stuff.
making the Benedictine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we've got
That's,
a nice few hours here.
yeah, a good few hours. Like I say, we wouldn't rush to come back, but it's well, if you're looking for somewhere to stay in the area, you want to rest up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of decent airs, and there is a campsite as well.
Yeah,
I've seen two
I think there are
campsites.
2 campsites, aren't there?
Yeah.
So if you're just wanting an overnight,
Yeah.
it's fine for that.
Yeah, so we're heading back, like Tracy said, and
We've had a long day driving, so
Yeah.
I think it'll be an early night.
early night, and then we're just going to head up the coast tomorrow and see what we find. So stick with us, and we'll see where we go next.
Yeah. See you later.
See you later.
Bye.
Right, let's move on to the next destination.
Yeah. Let's see what it's like. Yeah, we're fine for an overnight stop, but you won't want to stay any longer. There's nothing particularly to see here, is there much?
Not really. I mean, the Benedict
Yeah,
Palace, that were
That
quite
would've-
interesting, but
yeah, that would have probably been interesting to go into, but
Turn left.
I don't think that's enough to come here specifically for.
yeah. Just a note on the
Turn left onto Quai de Verdun, then turn right
on the air as well. These barriers we've just driven through, they're permanently up.
They seem to be, don't they?
Yeah, and we've just used a service post, and it's €3, which you get from the tourist office
jet
across the
on.
road for a jet on, or token as we call them.
And that gives you 10 minutes of walk.
And it gives you 10 minutes of water, which is quite ample.
Yeah, that was
enough.
enough for us
Turn right
to
onto D925.
fill the water tank,
Clean the toilet
the
cassette
toilet
out.
cassette out
Yeah.
well, and
And there's a drive-in waste point as well.
yeah, we dropped the grey waste.
So we dropped the
as
grey
well,
waste.
didn't we?
So all the ablutions are done.
And there are bins, including some
Yeah.
recycling bins.
Yeah.
So you can.
It's got everything you
It's
need
got
here,
everything
which
for
is
that, from that point of view, and
yeah, that's a plus, isn't it?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we'll make us way to. I can't remember what we're called. Where we're going
I
now.
can't either. It's gonna
I'll
be
tell
like
you when we get there.
a magical mystery too,
Yeah.
because we can't remember the name of it.
It's not too far away. just see how the extent of how big this area at Honfleur is. I'll just pan round there. And this is the opposite end to where we are. They are packed in a little bit. But you can see if I just pan right round into the sunset. That's it. We're just walking back now to our van, which is just there on the right hand side. Honfleur in the background. The sunset going down. Just coming back up to our van here. The big wheel in the background, set against the sunset.